morning, everyone. This is David with Bolivar Live. Well, we're down here on Highway 87. We're going to take a look around. We had an elevated tide, and it's actually gone down quite a bit because I've been out here for an hour on the phone and processing the video. But we're going to take a look at Highway 87. But first, this Bolivar Live is brought to you by the Big Store. When you're on Bolivar and you need anything, stop by the Big Store and you'll be greeted by a staff of smiling faces and a staff that's eager to help you find what you're looking for. If the Big Store doesn't have it, chances are you really don't need it. Well, I went down to the beach this morning. We had an elevated tide, so I came down here because I wanted to see. This is the first high tide we've really had since TxDot did their quote-unquote emergency repair. And I wanted to take a look, and that's what we're going to look at right now, is the emergency repair that they did. Now, this was just shot this morning, and I want to show you, I've got about 2 minutes worth of video here. I want to show you what's happened already this morning. Now, we had the higher tide come in overnight, and it's already undermining this cap they put on it. And I know their thought was, well, it'll build up some sand, and then it'll divert the water with this milled asphalt that we put in here. But it's not working, and you can see chunks already breaking off there. And I'm gonna, like I said, this is this morning, and so you can see how it's undermining, how it's already breaking away. This is just a high tide, and it really wasn't that bad. It was high, but there was still driving room between the dunes and the water's edge when I went down to the beach. But you can see how it's breaking off, and I slowed this down a little bit so that you could see the asphalt that's already breaking off that they put up there. And here in a little bit, you'll be able to see how it's undermined. There you can see some of the asphalt breaking off, and you can see the water, because it's not going over it a whole bunch, it's going under it just as much. And so it's already undermining under that. So we've had a high tide this morning, no storms in the Gulf, and this is their fix. And I've been on this for months now. And that TxDot even came down here and did a meeting with some people. It wasn't broadcast to the public, which was a mistake because you need numbers to get stuff done. But you can, and nothing changed. We're waiting for an environmental study. Well, what are you going to do when this washes out this year, when we have a tropical disturbance or a tropical storm or a hurricane? Because this is their fix, and we're not even a month into it, and it's already breaking up and falling apart. And this is just a high tide. This isn't a storm. This is a full moon with some wind. And so you can see there how the water's washing up underneath it. You can see how some of it's already broke off and is washing away. And this is our money. This is our evacuation route off Bolivar Peninsula. There you can see how it's washing out underneath and the sand washing away from it. There, as you look down the way, you can see how it's washing up underneath it. But they haven't done anything else. The equipment's gone. Their answer to us was, well, we're going to have equipment on standby. For what? To rebuild the highway? Because if we have a storm, we're going to lose part of it. You know, and that's my problem is, and you know, it's not just an evacuation route. It's a route for people to go to work. It's a route for people to, emergency vehicles to get to High Island or from High Island. It's the school buses. It's the people that need to go to UTMB for medical treatment. They have to drive around. Every time this road floods, we get phone calls from people that say, hey, I have an appointment tomorrow at UTMB. Am I going to be able to get through? You know, we get them at the tourism center. We get emails, hey, can I get through? And then it's vacationers, you know, and property owners worrying, can they come down and get stuff out of their house if we did have a storm, so that they can get back out in a timely manner. So anyway, I just thought, I hadn't been down here in a while. I thought I'd come down here and show y'all what it looked like today. This was just shot about an hour ago. I sat on the side of the road, processed the video, got it to where cut off the ends and slowed it down a little bit. But there you can see right there how that water's washing up underneath the asphalt, you know. And we even had some stuff splash up on the highway, I guess, at the peak. So anyway, just wanted to show y'all what it looked like down here. This is a live view now from my my pole cam, I guess you could say. And want to ask TxDot, what now? And this is just one little section of it. This isn't even down further. I didn't even look at that because of the traffic. But I can tell you, TxDot, you need to do something else. We can't wait for an environmental study. Quit using that as an excuse, because Mays Middleton told me himself when he called me from the House floor, David, we've got the financing, but until we get this road designated an evacuation route, TxDot doesn't have to do anything. They're not worried about it. They took it off the evacuation route 10 years ago when we were rebuilding, or in 2010, when we were rebuilding and trying to build back Bolivar Peninsula, and we really weren't paying attention probably. They took it off the evacuation route, which was a mistake. It should have never happened, because this is the only evacuation route, because if the tide gets too high, the ferry closes. Well, if the tide's high, then this road's gonna be closed too. So we need this designated as an evacuation route. We need to, once again, email everyone, Brandon Creighton, Mays Middleton, Judge Henry in Galveston County, Daryl Apfeld, let them know that we need this as an evacuation route so we can get the process started now. Nothing will happen for a while because everything's done for the year, but we need to get this designated as an evacuation route so we can get emergency funding and get this road fixed. Anyway, hope your weekend was good. It was good down here. I want to thank everyone that came out to the Southern Broadband Summer Music Festival. It was a great two-night event. I've talked to a lot of people, a lot of listeners and watchers. Want to say hi to everyone. One lady came in from Waco. In fact, we got a picture. I was on the stage and she came up, we got a picture, and then talked to a lot of other people while I was passing out koozies and frisbees. And so want to thank everyone that was involved with it. Don't have my list here, but you know who you are, because it was awesome this weekend. And we can't wait to look forward to 22 and see what it has to bring. Want to thank Jason Allen for awesome performance last night. All the bands did great. Diamondback Texas, Lee Pelly, bless his heart. He was up there and the sun was beaming down on him, got sunburnt, and then he still went and played at Stingery last night. So anyway, we're gonna head on out. We gotta get back in and get ready. Hopefully we can put up a new weather station tomorrow if the wind's not blowing or the rain's not hitting us. We got rain chances, and we're gonna go over that probably tomorrow and Tuesday about the 4th of July weather outlook, and let you know about lighting up the sky with fireworks. I talked to Randy this weekend. They were busy selling fireworks, and so everyone's in full swing for July 4th. Until next time, I'm David with Bolivar Live. Let us know what you have planned for July 4th. You coming down here and spend it on the upper Texas coast, Bolivar Peninsula? Until next time, God bless and bye-bye.